Well, I wish I could give you the tea, but mine's just a little bit tart, and that's why it's called Leah's Lemonade. And listen, we got reality TV royalty in the building. The Puerto Rican princess herself. Joseline, what's good?
What up, beautiful? How you doing, Leah? You good, mommy?
I'm doing good. First of all, I have to tell you that I feel like you are on my Mount Rushmore of reality TV Black queens. There's New York Tiffany Pollard, there's Nene Leakes, and then there's a Joseline Hernandez, period.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Period.
so much.
Like, I mean, I just think that, you know, you have created some of the most iconic moments in reality TV. So, and now you're creating more iconic moments on your own show. So we got to talk about Joseline's Cabaret. So for people who might not know or haven't heard, please tell everybody what's going down April 18th.
So April 18th on Sunday at Seuss Network. It's a streaming channel. So you can go follow my link on my IG, which is Joseline, or my Twitter, which is Miss Joseline. And you'll see the link to the partnership for Seuss Network. And you can download that link and you'll be able to see season 2, which is Joseline's Cabaret Atlanta. And that's going down this Sunday, April 18th at 5 p.m. It's an amazing feeling to be able to have created my own wave, my own sound, my own movements, my own cabaret. It's such an amazing feeling that I was able to put that together. And I'm so excited. I know you've seen some of the clips because they're going viral.
I was just about to say, we got to talk about that specific one, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, they're going viral. They're going viral. So I know everybody's super excited to like follow the storylines. And from season 1, because we had Joseline's Cabaret season 1, and now, you know, we're finally airing season 2, Atlanta. I know that it's such a big gap in differences, and the ladies were able to understand a little bit better in Atlanta, and they were so there for the game, and to be able to join me in the cabaret. So I'm super hyped.
Yeah, and we got to talk about this viral moment because I'm not even gonna lie to you. My mouth hit the damn floor with the double homicide comment. It's been all over Twitter. It's been all over social media, which is great for the show because now everybody's anticipating A, what followed after that, but B, please take me through what the hell you were thinking when you heard one of the girls say double homicide after a girl just said she got an abortion of 2 twins.
Well, you know, for me, I was in the moment. So it's like, I can't tell you what I was thinking because I was in there. Like, I don't know. I was too busy still trying to cope with what the last young lady was talking about. So it's like, it was just so much for me to handle. I was like, what? You know, but I let them both talk and they both talked about what happened. And you know, you'll see, I mean, a lot went down after that comment, like the whole day in the house. Like it was fights after fights after fights behind that one comment that turned into 20 fights. But you ain't here for me. You're gonna have to see it on Sunday, April 8th.
We're gonna have to watch.
Network.
Yo, Joseline, when I tell you literally double homicide, like you again are the creator of these like viral moments, punchlines in reality TV. So first of all, how was filming during COVID? Because was part of this film during the pandemic?
Well, yeah, you know, we're still under a pandemic as we speak right now. But yeah, we filmed. So basically, you know, I was putting Joseline's Cabaret, the actual performance together. And I knew that I needed the ladies to be in the same house under the same roof as me. If I was going to be able to put together this performance and make it happen in Atlanta. And, you know, Atlanta, they're very critical. So everything must go the way it needs to go because the audience there is not easy. They're very difficult to please. So I know I needed to put the ladies under one roof. I knew that it was going to be challenging. I knew that it was going to be a big transition from them to coming from the strip club or the streets or OnlyFans. I knew it was going to be different. I knew that coming into Joseline's Cabaret, Atlanta was going to be different. But I was up for the challenge and I made it happen. You know, it was a lot of fighting, a lot of throwing, a lot of pulling, a lot of dancing, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Performance done, and I made it happen. So no matter what happened within those few weeks of being under the same roof as the ladies, for me, it was all worth it. Because when you guys see Joseline's Cabaret Atlanta, it's literally like a movie. Like you need 2-3 bags of popcorn and get your cocktail too, because you're gonna need it.
Yeah, no, after the double homicide comment, Joseline says, I needed a damn drink from the clip because y'all going at it.
Listen, it was surprising to me too, but I'm just like, people are going to enjoy the story behind it.
Right.
And we needed to make light of the situation. This is what the young lady wanted to come out and say. And that was in her heart. She wanted us to show it and play it and you know, maybe it could help other people. And I was there to support her and all the other ladies. Even the one that made the comment of the double homicide, I was there to support all of them, because if I feel like they're good enough to be inside of my cabaret and join this house, I have to also be there to support them all, no matter what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had seen when you were promoting the first season of Joseline's Cabaret last year, I remember you talking a lot about this was kind of a passion project for you because of just your upbringing, growing up, stripping, you ran away from home at 14. And I feel like a lot of people probably have a lot to say about you just because you're a public figure, you're on reality TV, you became famous that way. But I feel like they don't know all of the things that you've been through. So kind of talk to me about your journey growing up, Puerto Rico, 14 years old, you decide I'm running away and I'm about to hit these streets. Like, what was your mentality back then?
Well, you know, back then when I was growing up and I didn't have guidance and I had, you know, I had to find my own way. So finding my own way came with just going out there in the streets at a young age to figure it out. Because if somebody's not telling you this at home and you're going through so many personal things at home and so many things that aren't right, you want to go, somebody like myself, you want to go and become better. So by me going out there in the streets, figuring it out, going through, you know, being a stripper and being able to change that to now making something as the cabaret, where it's like, okay, I don't have to get naked. I don't have to take my clothes off. And I could actually have a whole show. I love to make music. I had the show with my music, with my choreo and my dancing and everything like that. It was just like, it was, for me, I had to put it together because nobody helped me put it together when I was young, or my dreams, but I made it happen. I made it happen. And it's for me, it feels great that I'm able to leave the past in the past and really move to the future and be executive producer, be owner, you know, able to franchise my own show and able to help other ladies. So I'm basically doing God's work and doing what I love to do. Because not only am I doing what I love to do for me, which is Joseline's Cabaret, which is dear to my heart. And I was finally able to put it together. I was finally able to put the whole performance in and make it happen, but to also be able to help these young ladies that are still in the same place that I was at, you know, a decade ago. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. So it's just, I'm so happy to be able to do that. I'm so happy to be able to put that in. I'm so happy to be able to entertain the people because I am, you know, reality royalty. And the people are not only going to be able to enjoy a great cabaret, but they'll also be able to enjoy a great, you know, a great TV show, funny and personal. And you'll get to meet other characters that are around me that are super funny and that I think need to be seen.
Yeah. And speaking of, to go back a little bit, you had said leaving the things in the past. One thing that I feel like people don't give you enough credit for, and one thing I always admired about you is when you talked about in past reality TV shows about your mom, one thing you always said was, I mean, I can't expect that because my mom knew no better. And I've learned through therapy my damn self, it's really hard as a child who's a victim of circumstance to really humanize your parents, to be like, they didn't know any better. So how did you get to a space in your mind where you didn't feel a negative energy towards your family for the decisions that you had to make as a young girl? Because I know it's hard to, while you're going through things or when you're elevating, to not feel that resentment. So how did you like get to the headspace? Because it's really mature, honestly, for you to say, my mom knew no better because she didn't have an example. Instead of being like, I'm upset with my mom because she didn't show up for me. You were able to look past that. So how did you do that?
Well, you know, for me, if you want to really make your mark and do what you really are passionate about, that's really the only thing that you can focus on. You can't, that's really how you go about forgiving where you come from or not paying attention to where you come from and just kind of growing. It's just really focusing on that. And again, like I say to myself, what's going to make me grow? What's going to make me better? And you know what's going to make me do that? Being the best version of Joseline. I can
Yeah.
only be the best version of Joseline, whether anybody in my family, whether it was my mom, my sister, my brother, or anybody, whether
Yeah.
anybody taught me anything in my life, it comes a time where you grow up and you become an adult. And as you do that, nobody owes you anything. You are
Yeah.
only owe that to yourself. So for me, it's like just paying attention to what I'm doing and staying focused on the task at hand. I can't worry about nothing else but that. And then everything else will follow, and
Yeah.
now I'm a mother and I'm a great mother and I have a great
Yeah.
kid that's super smart and I have a great fiance and I have my own businesses going on and it's just amazing to be able to do that. And the videos are going viral, the trailer, everything about Joseline's Cabaret Atlanta is everything that I expected, but just a little bit more because it was such great passion with the ladies in the house and how they felt. And you only was able to see in total about 5 minutes of 12 episodes that we had this season. So if that made you guys go crazy, imagine what's going to happen with everything else that's going to be coming out as we go, because Sunday is the first day. That'll be the first episode, which was epic after the double homicide. It went bananas. And then, second episode, third episode, fourth episode, fifth episode, like it just grows and grows and grows. And you'll be able to keep meeting the characters. And trust me, it's for me, right? I've already seen the first episode a couple of times. And I never really do that. I usually just watch one episode one time. I approve it or not. And I keep it pushing because I have so many other things to do. But this first episode, I'm like watching it. And every time I get a little bit of free time, I watch it again because it's so juicy, right? So it makes me want to just keep watching it. It's like a movie, but like a soap opera too at the same time. So like, it's just, trust me, it's just like, it's a lot of mess, but it's still a lot of calming to it and a lot of tears and a lot of growth. So I know that the audience are going to really enjoy it,
Yeah. Listen, I look at it as almost like the hood Ayala fix your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, where these girls come from, like what it's like, and you trying to walk them through the cycle. It's like a full circle moment for you. You've been there, done that, you've elevated, and now you're trying to take these girls through that same journey. You know what I'm saying?
And they've done it. They did it. They went through the journey. We performed. We had a great performance. You'll get to see it on the show. The people enjoyed it. The people loved it. And I mean, they did it. They actually did it. We did it. We did the performance. We did the show. It was a line outside of 200 people waiting for hours to get in the performance. And it was a very intimate performance in Atlanta. It was very, very intimate. And the girls did it. And they looked amazing. And I was, at that moment, I knew that everything that I said I was going to put together and I can do it. I did it. And it was done. And it was just such a great moment for me to, not only for me to do it, but to see them do it.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I seen so many comments under the trailers on the blogs saying, baby, I'm gonna have to download Zeus on this one. I'm gonna have to get my subscription.
Right now.
Okay? Immediately.
Right now.
Exactly. So yes, like you again, I mean, I don't think anybody is surprised because you are the queen of reality TV. Like you're one of the queens. Like it just simply is almost embedded in your DNA. I don't think you came to any show being anybody but yourself. And I think that's why people gravitated towards you. Like immediately off the screen, it was like you came in, you were yourself, no matter what, love it or hate it. Josline is going to give us Josline, which I've always appreciated about you. Is there a moment that you look back in your reality TV time and there's a moment that the fans love that you hate? Like, is there a moment where you're like, oh God?
I hate all the moments that the fans love. Every single moment that the fans love is every single moment that I hate because I'm just like, oh my gosh, just look at me. And then honestly, watching yourself grow in television for the past decade since you was like literally a teenager, because in your early 20s, you're still a teenager. You're a teenager,
Right.
Like watching yourself is like, sometimes it's like it make you want to go under the table and never come back out. But I guess that's why the people fell in love with me and really embraced me and are still embracing me till this day. And I'm still going viral a decade after.
Yeah.
No matter what I do. So like, I guess for me, it's like, a little challenging, but maybe for the people, it's what they needed to get to know who I am as a person, as an artist, as an actress, as a producer, as a mother, as a friend, as whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My two favorite is bitch, I'm gonna kick you in your braces. That's my first one. And my second one is there you go in your main outfit like you always are. Top two.
Shout out to the main outfit. And yeah, and you can go check out I got a website, the Puerto Rican Princess.com. You can go check out my t-shirts there and you'll be able to get you a Hey May shirt right there on the Puerto Rican Princess.com. So yeah, those were pretty cool.
Yeah, and they live in infamy for forever. So I love it. Now, I do have to ask you about this. So I saw the other day, Mona Scott had posted that she gets judged more critically than, Andy Cohen and Carlos King, and you and a bunch of other castmates from Love and Hip Hop, basically was like, we ain't having it. When you're in these producing seats now, do you try to create environments for your girls that were different than what you experienced when you were on that franchise?
Well, the difference between me and Mona is that I'm actually friends with my girls. I kick it with my girls. We go out to eat, we hang out, we talk, they call me, I'm there for them. I know their kids, they know my daughter. It's like I get really deep, right? And so I get to know the ladies and the ladies get to know me. So as a producer, I don't have to lie because they know what I'm looking for. I'm telling them straight up, it's not fake, it's not phony, it's not faux. What she needs, what Joseline needs, she's gonna let us know. Plus, they know what the show is about. They know what the show is about. You're competing to be in a cabaret. You're competing to dance next to me on my show, and you're gonna win, Eddie, and you're competing to be in this place. So, like, when it's a competition, anything goes. So, like, it's a little bit different for me. So the way I produce is totally different. But I do bring out the best of all of them, and I let them be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I've seen in interviews that you said by 45 you want to retire. You want to put everything behind you. Has the pandemic shifted your perspective, or no? 45, you out?
No, because I still got a long time to get to 45. I got quite a few years ahead of me to get to that age. So I'm still keeping that goal, and I will work, but it will be more so behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Not just being in front of the scenes for so many years. So that's why I said that I'm still following that because I want to travel and I want to have some time for myself and do things that I wasn't able to do before. And just because I've been hustling for such a while to get Joseline off the ground and, everything that I've been doing. So I want to retire early so I can have some personal fun. I want to have fun too.
Yeah, turn up. Listen, you've been working hard for a long time, so I'm not mad at it. Now, I just need a Leah's Lemonade exclusive. Did COVID-19 push back a wedding or a wedding special?
Well, it actually did. It did. I didn't want to invite everybody to the wedding with wearing masks and just being all now I want to do the wedding and I want to do it the way that I want to do it. I don't want to be held back by any complications with everything that's going on. So I'm still definitely looking forward to get married, and I would love to have a big, huge wedding, which, I'm sure I'll end up doing it with Zeus because I follow my life. So you'll be able to see that too. But, we just have to wait a little bit more so we could do a little bit moving around, that we could do now with everything that's going on in the world. Hopefully we can get back to normal anytime soon.
Yes, well, you're going to be a gorgeous bride. Can't wait for it. I love that you found love with a man who cherishes you and treats you like a queen. So congratulations on everything. Joseline's Cabaret, April 18th on Zeus Network. Again, let people know how they can get Zeus and what they need to do to watch the first episode.
Joseline's Cabaret, Atlanta, April 18th. You already know, go to my social media. Everything is going to be Joseline or Miss Joseline or Joseline Hernandez. And you could click the link on the bio, and it's going to take you straight to how to stream Joseline's Cabaret Atlanta.
And that's on there. We watching Double Homicide made it real clear what we got going on, okay? Joseline, thank you so much for talking to me again. I adore you, and you were a part of my childhood coming up. So thank you so much for taking time to talk to me, boo.
Thank you, beautiful.
Thank you. Everybody grab a cup, throw it back, and that's on all of that.
Let's go. I'm Joseline Hernandez, the Puerto Rican Princess, and right now you're rocking with Leah's Lemonade.